Sri Lanka made a strong comeback after their initial setback against Namibia to completely destroy UAE and get their T20 World Cup campaign back on track. Now the reigning Asian champs will face unbeaten Netherlands in their final round 1 game, which is another must-win encounter. This is an important game for the Dutch as well because the loss here will put them in danger if Namibia manages to beat UAE in their final game. The usual energy and the attitude is back for Sri Lanka against UAE, where the pace bowling also returned back to form after a horrid first game. After Pathum Nishanka's brilliant 74 guided Sri Lanka over the 150 mark, the pace bowling brigade led by Dushmantha Chameera dismantled the UAE batting completely. Chameera, who struck thrice early in the chase, paved the way for the other bowlers to finish the job quickly. With the net run rate also back on track, a win against Netherlands will put Sri Lanka in pole position of Group A. For Netherlands, after 2 hard-fought wins, it's still not job done as a loss against Sri Lanka may very well see them getting eliminated if Namibia beats UAE. So for them, it's a very simple equation. Just win the final encounter to send the former world champions packing and book themselves a spot in the next round. After the first game, Sri Lanka had 2 huge issues, which was their pace bowling and the middle order batting. But with the pace bowlers finding form, it's fair to say they have only one problem now, which is their middle order. Sri Lanka tried Charit Asalanka, who replaced Danishka Gunatilaka, but he also faced the same fate of a golden duck. He will most probably get another go against the Dutch, and the management will be hoping that he manages to find form because Sri Lanka doesn't have more batters in the squad. If Asalanka manages to find form and Sri Lanka do go through to the Super 12 stage, it will be a huge confidence booster for Sri Lanka, as that means they will have all the bases covered against the bigger teams. The other major concern for Sri Lanka will be the injury Dushmantha Chameera suffered during his final over against UAE. With Vishan Madhuchanka already out of the tournament, Sri Lanka can't afford to lose their most experienced pacer. Netherlands bowlers have been quite a handful in Australian conditions as they managed to keep UAE and Namibia both below 125 after 20 overs. But the major concern will be their batting, which struggled big time chasing below par totals. Against a much better Sri Lankan attack compared to UAE and Namibia, they will have to find something extra special from their batters.
කාලගුණය කොහොමුණත් රයිනෝ නං වහලට සේෆ් තමයි මුළු ගෙදරම.
After the huge win over UAE, it's almost guaranteed that Sri Lanka will go with the same 11, as sticking with the winning combination is something the Sri Lankan selectors have banked on big time over the past year or so. The only change we can expect is a forced one if Dushmantha Chameera's injury is too critical. If Chameera becomes unavailable, Lahir Kumara is most likely to replace him. For Netherlands, it's going to be the same story as they will go with the same 11 in this important final game. The reliable Pathum Nishanka has been the saviour whenever disaster hits for Sri Lanka. Against UAE, he played a lone hand and pushed Sri Lanka to a competitive total after that hat-trick by Karthik Meyyappan. His calm and collective nature is something Sri Lanka can always depend on, and in this important clash, he will be the key batter who keeps Sri Lanka's batting together. For Netherlands, Bas de Leede is the man to watch out for. He won the Player of the Match award against Namibia with his phenomenal all-round performance, and in this decisive face-off he will have to play a big role as one bad match can put them out of the tournament. Before the start of the tournament, there was a huge worry that weather may play spoilsport during round 1, but fortunately, except for 1 or 2 interruptions, no notable delays were made due to weather. On the final day of Group A action, the weather is expected to stay the same. Good news if you are a Sri Lankan fan.